Rodgers going to the air to start things out. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Jets at 2-8 now in the year. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
And you and I both know, always a tough travel week with all the distractions. And you'd love to have the week off afterward, but that's not the case here. At the very least, you know they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was certainly not a trip to remember.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But you look at this defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
In motion, Hill.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. In motion, Hill. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They've had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone. and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Rodgers.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown, Jets! Allen Lazard, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go. Set. Can't be lying.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Big strides, look at him go.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Man in motion is Sherfield. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Garrett Wilson, his first rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. but a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Get it. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Monty Rice able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Now they'll change things up. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is Smith to the ground. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. In motion, Hill.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw again.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Henry. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Escaping the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
First and 10, it's Mostert.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now they'll shift things around.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and 6.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Hold it ready. Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Mooney.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Darnell Mooney
from 19 yards away.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, 88. Over.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and...
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Ready? Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.